SecurityCameraKing.com. This is video part 2 of how to configure your PTZ-LX550 3X camera on your DVR. On video 1, I show how to connect the PTZ wires on the back of a DVR. Then on this video, I will explain the finish of the installation by going to the configurations of the DVR and finish the installation of the camera. So first, once you have your cables plugged in and the camera is on, you have to make sure that you know where the camera it's going to be connected, on which channel is going to be connected, because that's how you're going to finish the configurations of the camera. In my case, I have it on camera number 1, so what I'm going to do is I need to log in into the DVR. I need to go to settings, pan tilt zoom, and this is the option to finish the configuration of the pan tilt zoom cameras. This configuration is the same for any of the pan tilt zoom cameras we sell. The configuration is the same. The only thing that it might change is the protocol that that particular camera uses. This camera by default, it uses the protocol Pelco D. The address by default with each camera is number 1, so if you have multiple cameras, you must change the address of those cameras. And the baud rate is going to be 2400. There are some other cameras we sell that the baud rate is different. It's 9600, but the default address is still address number 1, and the protocol will be Pelco D. So basically, you have to choose which channel the camera is plugged in. In this case, is channel 1. Under protocol, we're going to go and look for Pelco D. The address is number 1, and the baud rate is 2400. These 3 options, you shouldn't mess with them. I mean, you don't have to change them. You just leave it the way it is and then hit save, and that's it. Then you go to your camera, you double click on it to bring it full screen, right click, and then pan tilt zoom, and it will bring this menu that has multiple features here. In order for you to move the camera, just simply move the arrows, and that's pretty much. You can do the PTZ trace. You click on it, the menu will disappear, and then with your mouse, with the click of your mouse, you hold it and then you move the mouse up and down, and basically the camera will trace any movement. To bring the menu back, just right click and this will come back. Here you can, this camera offers zoom. You know, it rotates 360 degrees. It goes up and down. Also, you can configure what is called presets and patterns. In order for you to do that, you have to first decide where your preset is going to start. For example, I can say, well, preset number 1 will be starting here, and just choose the beginning point. That's what it's going to be. Make sure my zoom is all the way down. Hit set. Click 1 for your first preset and hit set. Okay, now your preset number 1 is there. Now my preset number 2, I'm gonna make it to be right there. Again, go set, click number 2 and set, and so on and so forth. This camera is able to store up to 32 presets, so then you can set up your patterns. You see right now the camera is doing their own pattern right now, and in order for you to set that up, first of all you have to set up your presets first. So then if you wanted to set up the pattern, like basically the camera will go back and forth, you have to make sure that your presets work by going to page switch, click the number 1 and click in preset, and the camera will go to the number 1 preset. Click preset number 2 and the camera will go to preset number 2. Okay, then you have to go to set, to set up your patterns, you click pattern and you type begin. You go back to pace switch. The preset number 2 or 1 depends upon where the camera is situated right now. Right now is preset number 2, so I can click number 1 and the camera will go there. And basically that is being recorded on the background. Then you go to set and end, and that's pretty much the camera. The pattern is being set. Now to start the pattern, you go to set. You go back to pace switch and click pattern, and the camera eventually will start moving back and forward. Based on the presets that you set. You can move the camera once the presets are set and the camera is moving. You can basically go to pen tool zoom again by right clicking and move the camera to whatever position you want. That will not erase the pattern that you already created. I hope this has been informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.